The U.S. demo project was an open-label demonstration project assessing PrEP adherence, sexual practices, and HIV and STI incidence among men who have sex with men and transgender women in 2 municipal STI clinics, which were in San Francisco and Miami, and a community health center in Washington, D.C. Each of these clinics serving large numbers of MSM with high HIV incidence of greater than 2% across the clinics. And enrollment in our study began in October 2012, which is shortly after the FDA approval of PrEP. And Dr. Stephanie Cohen previously reported high levels of interest and uptake of PrEP in our study. Participants were provided 1 year of daily oral Truvada along with regular HIV testing, counseling, and clinical monitoring. And PrEP adherence was measured using tenofovir diphosphate levels, which is the metabolized form of tenofovir. It's measured in dried blood spots, and it provides an estimate of the frequency of dosing. Participants with drug levels consistent with taking 4 or more doses per week, which was associated with high levels of protection in the IPREC study, were considered to have protective levels in our study. In terms of our results, we enrolled 557 participants with a mean age of 35. 48% were white, a third were Latino. And overall, we saw high levels of PrEP adherence in our study. Among 294 participants who were selected for dried blood spot testing, nearly all had detectable drug, and 80 to 86% achieved protective drug levels at follow-up visits. We did find that those who reported higher risk behaviors and those who were stably housed were more likely to have protective levels, while African American participants and those at the Miami site were less likely to have protective levels. Over 1/4 were diagnosed with an STI at baseline, and STI rates remained high but did not increase during the study. Also, 2/3 reported condomless receptive anal sex at baseline, which also remained stable during follow-up. However, despite these high rates of STIs and reported risk, we only saw 2 individuals who became infected with HIV during follow-up, and both of these occurred in the setting of low or undetectable drug levels at the time of seroconversion, suggesting that PrEP was not being taken consistently. HIV incidence in our study was very low at 0.43 per 100 person years. So in conclusion, the majority of MSM in our demo project were able to achieve high levels of PrEP adherence. Despite high rates of STIs, few participants became infected with HIV, and these infections occurred in the setting of low or no PrEP use. Adherence was higher among those who reported higher risk behaviors, which will likely increase the cost effectiveness and impact of PrEP. And our results support strongly the scale-up of PrEP in these similar clinical settings. And we do recommend quarterly STI screening for MSM taking PrEP in these settings. And finally, our findings highlight the need for strategies to address racial and geographic disparities, as well as housing instability to maximize the impact of PrEP. Thank you.